So it's been a couple weeks since I watched the last episode. I'm actually going to try to finish the series because I'm only going up to 135. I'm going to try to finish the series within the next few days. I think I can. Like, I just did 17 episodes of One Piece a few days ago, and we're only talking about 35 episodes, twice that much. Might as well just get through it, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to do like so many in a row. I get sick of it, and then they become shitty reactions, and I'm not enjoying myself. I'm not retaining information. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, my point is because it had been a couple weeks, I decided to go back and watch episode 99 again, and that was really good. I'm glad it did. It has a lot of heart. I probably talked about this at the time. It's been a couple weeks since I did the reaction. I don't remember, but I found myself like even commenting to myself, most of my head, some of it came out of my mouth as I was watching it again, and probably similar comments to that what I did a couple weeks ago because it has a lot of heart. And the kid was grieving, but he was grieving in an understandable way. It makes even more sense upon rewatch. This is one of those shows I'm sure you get a lot more out of it the second time you watch it than the first time. And I've always talked about how I regret that reactions are only first time watching. I would love to redo Bojack Horseman. I don't think anybody would watch it, me doing it the second time. And I don't have time to just watch shit on my own. But yeah, watching this again was good. And another thing I picked up on, which, another Star Wars reference. Clearly, these people were fans of Star Wars, the original trilogy. The pig with the horrible ass human voiceover, just absolutely some of the worst voiceover I've ever heard in my life. This human being imitating a pig. Imitating is doing a lot of work. That pig, his name is Tauntaun, which is the name of those creatures on Hoth in the second movie. So clearly a Star Wars reference, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a Japanese word and complete coincidence. I doubt it, but who knows? All right, let's go and get into this. And just one more thing. Not doing a character wheel at the end of this episode, even though this is a Friday. What I'm going to do instead, because this is the 100th episode, is I'm going to rank my favorite characters. I'm not sure exactly how many we'll get to, but I'm just gonna rank. It's arbitrary. It's where they rank in my head by the end of this episode. Then what's going to happen is the next 6 episodes are filler, 101 through 106. But 101 apparently is a filler that everybody loves and everybody reacts to, so I'm going to do that one. And then I've also been advised to do 102 through 106, that they're pretty good filler episodes. But some people don't want to watch filler, so what do, right? Like, some people want me to watch them, some people don't, and there would be over a week of people just sifting through filler. I don't want to do that to everybody. So I'm just going to do it as a marathon over the weekend. The question is, what do I do with 106? 106 would normally be a Monday episode. And the way I planned everything out, 107 through 110, it has to happen on Tuesday through Friday. I guess I'll do 106 on Monday. And that way, if people don't like filler, they're just skipping one day instead of skipping 6 days. If they do like filler, there it is, and at least it won't be like there's nothing on Monday, because that would be stupid. So that's what I'll do. But another thing I'm going to do is with 101, I'll go ahead and do another comment corner, and then I'll do a comment corner on Monday with 106. Won't do a character wheel for, filler stuff. So the next character wheel will be a week from today at episode 110. I think that's all the news that's fit to print. I believe we've covered everything. It feels like there's one other thing I need to say, but it'll come to me at some point. All right, well, let's go and get into it. This is episode 100. And we're going on 1. 3, 2, 1. I don't know what I predicted a couple weeks ago, but I think they're going to fix Lee. The more when I'm rewatching episode 99, it really feels like they're foreshadowing she's going to fix him. They were doing a lot of work for her not to fix him, I'll put it that way. How old is he supposed to be specifically? Well, then, thanks for wasting my time. I could have already been out of this room. You were going to try to comfort him, weren't you? Speaking of people who need comforting, Why are you looking at me like that, man? I don't like that. Look at her. She is cracking these books, boy. There's got to be a way. You did that last time. We get it. We know what you think of it. So on the nose, man. That was the only cheesy point in the whole last episode. So on the nose. And they did it again. Doubled down on the cheese. Oh, Jesus, dude. There's resilience, and then there's being a dumbass. He's borderline dumbass. Like I said before, when he's working out when he should be resting, you can get more done if you rest 2 days and then work out. People who lift weights every day, you're not making gains you could have been making if you rested. So there's a smart way to do this. But we have to remember this was 20 years ago. The manga was older than that, so there's a certain machismo. Then there's even a cultural machismo on top of that, right? So there's like 3 layers of things he's fighting against. So there's only so much you can do. You clone nothing. You transform nothing. Maybe you should focus on one thing, dude. Wait, is this a flashback? It's hard to tell. Probably not. This feels like present day. Thank you. I'm going the opposite direction. Overbearing is actually a good word. Love this guy. That was a flashback. Shit, they got me. I doubted myself on that because he looked the same age, but it's only been, what, 5, 6 years? Man, they got me. Didn't we see this last? I feel like we just saw this flashback, this particular one, last episode. My ego is fragile. I will fly off the handle at a moment's notice. Shut the hell up. Man. Look at you, all evil. Those fighting words. My ego can't take it. Again, this kind of affectation that this is putting on. This can make people underestimate you. Yeah, if you're a ridiculous personality and all you guys jokes, people don't really take you seriously, and there could come a point when that comes in handy. Because we know he can fight. We've seen him do it. But he moves and operates like he's a clown. I mean, we're talking big red nose, water flower, buzzer handshake, everything. I'm always late. Face Off. Underrated movie. This feels like a filler episode, to be honest with you. But I think they're just delving deep into character. Which again tells me that he's gonna get cured. Big mad. It's not about luck, man. You can anticipate what the other person can do if you know him well enough. There's a certain strategy to it. Well, you better get your running shoes on. Yeah. Oddball being the operative phrase here. Yeah. This dude is wide open, man. I've got a brick. That's mine. Rock, paper, scissors, brick. Hey, man. Really? We're not going to find out what happened? Please, for the love of God, stop with the twinkling teeth. I've heard of twinkle toes. I've never heard of twinkle teeth. It is hard when you go back. Something's happened. You go back to the same spots. You remember better days. He's totally living in that right now. For the third time, yes, we have it. Yeah, but I also told you not to overdo it, which you did. I transformed into a log. They're all looking at you. This is a good object lesson for the demographic that this is intended for. Yeah, this is for boys this age, right? Like, say you want to make the football team, the varsity football team, and you're just not good enough. This would be a benefit to you. Because here's the thing: like, say, okay, you're just not good enough to be a football player. Become a coach. There's a way to get into that world, right? Like, you just have to apply yourself. Maybe that's what he could do. He could become a teacher. He's got a good object lesson teacher. Maybe not be that much of an oddball, but those who can't do teach. Maybe he could help other kids. Stop pitying yourself. I think that's what they're doing. They're foreshadowing he's going to become a sensei. Even a sensei, though, has to be able to do a certain amount, right? They have to demonstrate it. This right here. How about you go back in time and don't do this? Like, he knew what the consequences could be by making that choice. He just didn't believe it happened to him. This is on you, Sensei. That's on him, man. I don't blame Lee. I am saying he made a choice. It's true, he did make a choice. So to a certain extent, that's on him. But it really is on the Sensei. I'm a little surprised considering they're going to get ready to go into 6 or 7 episodes of filler. That this episode has been as slow as it has. That's right. find a new dream. It's all about things. Life is all about how you frame things. It's worth a shot, man. You're either better or you're dead. I would probably not advise this, but I understand the choice. For me, it's like, no, you didn't lose your dream. You found a new dream. Like that. It's all about how you frame it, man. If you want to feel like shit, then of course you frame it like, I lost my dream. If you want to move on, find a new reality. This pig. Then you frame it as, fine. I found a new dream. It's all in how you frame it. Yeah, it is too bad. It just doesn't sound too bad. I like this minion. Easier to do it, ain't it? Tell us who won. I need to know. Yep. Maybe 51-49. Yes, show us. We got a little bit of time left in this episode. Dumbass. Wow. He's a man of his word. His idiotic, stupid word. That's badass, though, by the way. Anybody can walk on their hands. That's pretty badass. To walk on their hands 500 times, very badass. I killed him. You know, that ground hot as hell, too. He's a wild dude, that's for damn sure. Self-imposed rules. You know, like your jacket probably coming down over your head, blocking your air path. Tired as hell. You didn't say you had to do them all at once. You just said 500 times. You can take a nap. Get out of my damn way. Hey, I gave my word, dumbass. His word means something. That's what I'm saying. Agreed. That's right. An ironclad promise. Now you're in my way. How about you get the hell out of my way? Hey, see, like I said, he can take a rest. Damn right. Yep. That's the only way to make it through university. I get what he's saying. Yep. Also, I think he's a gambling addict. That's what I'm saying. That's why people gamble, casual gambling anyway. A game would be boring suddenly becomes interesting because they have money on it. Yep, I get what you're saying. Not bad. I don't know about brilliant. Brilliant's doing a lot of work there, but you know. Boy, that's a horrible thing to want. Nah, I get it. Oh, Jesus. My 499 laps. Oh, really? The fact they're having this conversation while they're walking their hands is so dumb, and I love it so much. Well, 50-50 odds I die. Let's do it. Strap me the hell in. No, no, 1 in a billion. Oh, shit. Well, I already knew they weren't going to kill him off, but that's pretty strong, man. That's commitment. And we know he'll keep his word, too. Dude, that's not good. It's supposed to be good, and that's how he's taking it, of course. But this ain't good, man. Just goes into the whole child soldier grooming, psychological manipulation thing they have going on in this series, man. Hey, the pig is out. Wait, she ditched us. Last I saw, the pig was sleeping on her. Oh, shit. 58%. Those are terrible odds. But better than 50. So I assume, like, we're not going to get back to what happens here until episode 107, right? We're all here to watch, I guess. It's like, those operating theaters where they have the stadium seating around where you can watch the operation. Oh, yeah. Bring out the entertainment. Good shit. Okay, here we go with the character list. Obviously, Naruto's number one. Is that obvious, though, considering, like, half of this series is about Sasuke? I don't know. But he's number one. Number two, I guess I'm going to go Sasuke. I mean, it's so weird. It's so weird because half the series is about him, and then half the time he's not in the series. So, like, that's a bizarre combination. The hell is this show, dude? I don't understand. Like, he was gone for. There was a point in time where, like, in episode 70, he had been missing for more than half the series. And then he still is so important and so crucial. And now he's kind of going away again. So, But yeah, he's my second favorite character. Uh, this is probably going to shock you. Guy Sensei. Dude is hilarious. He's not a badass. He's capable. He can do, he's capable. But he's not a badass. But he is hilarious. So, well, I enjoy every scene he's in, man. He made this episode for me. So, all right. For as much as she's in the series, which, like, it's hit or miss, I still like her, and I wish she was in it more. I wish they were doing more with her, but apparently that's happening in the manga. So it maybe it'll happen in the sequel series, assuming she survives this series. We'll just have to wait and see on that. And in their sensei, whatever the hell his name is, I don't remember his name, but you get it, right? You know what I'm talking about. Then there's a gray-haired evil dude, card collecting, potentially backstabbing, menacing. He's the scariest character. Wait, why'd this go their sense? Autocorrect, man. F you, autocorrect. I said what I said. But he's more menacing than Orochimaru. So, like I really like him a lot. So he's a very interesting character. Then we got Rock Lee. I just like Rock Lee's determination, his resilience. He makes a lot of dumb choices, but how much of that is just manipulation, gaslighting, and grooming from the adults in this world? A lot of it, right? So I don't think this is blaming. I don't think he can be blamed for it. Now, some of these people are like relatively latecomers. Like gray haired dude was in only a few 2 or 3 episodes up until the second half of the season, the series, right? So, but like for instance, this one, Fifth Hokage, I really like her a lot, man. We can, no, it's not Fifth Homage. I'm gonna wrap her minion in there too because I like her too. The pig gets no mention. F the pig. But I like her a lot. Like I like that she drinks. I like she gambles. I like that she cares. And I like how powerful she is. A couple episodes ago, the one I rewatched in '99, she went in there, got the book, and left. And meanwhile, that kid was just hanging out, had all these traps, and she didn't give a shit about none of that, man. None of it. So that was cool. Here I'm gonna put dude who controls shadows. He's a badass. This one, kind of on the same level as him, is blonde butch chick with fan. I mean, I like her a lot. It's hard to tell what these ages are, but like, I think somebody said that she's like 50, only 15 or something. Like that's crazy, man. She's in here. She's in the middle of it. She's having these fights. She's in the woods. She could easily be killed. 15 years old, and she has a damn fan. That's all she has. Dude, you brought a rock fight to a cannon fight. Like, but hey, she can mess somebody up, man, with that fan. So I'm not knocking it. Not really. I'm mocking it a little bit, but I'm not knocking it, right? So she's pretty cool. Then whatever, that dude, he's pretty good. Apparently, he still has a lot of powers, even with his arms being damaged. So that's interesting. And then third Hokage. Maybe I can avoid that thing. Nope. Bitch ass. He's cool, even though he sat on his ass way too long. That didn't make no sense. That made no sense. Just sitting there. Well, everything's going to shit, but I'm just gonna stay here. It took him forever to do anything. He's a badass, right? Like once he actually got to it, he took his little granny slippers off. Then yeah, I mean, then he was doing something right. So I like him a lot. You knew Pervy Gramps was gonna be on this list somewhere, right? Like totally, 100%. That was happening. Then we got Sandboy. You know who I mean? Sandboy slash Hulk. He's pretty good. I really like his character development. Being 14th is not. There's nothing to be ashamed of, man. There's like 1,000 characters in this series. Nothing to be ashamed of. So I love his backstory a lot. That was cool. Let's round it off 15. Who barely makes the list? you know who has to be. Take a wild guess. I'll give you a second. Who do you think I'm going to put on this list? Okay, you got about 5 seconds to make this guess. All right, let's see if you're right. The dude with the dog, man. That dog is effing hilarious. It's so good. The dog just be hanging out, sitting on him. But then when it's time to fight, that dog's got paws, man. That dog come at you with the paws. And then we got knocked the F out. I was dying laughing. That was so funny. That dog was out, man. You just got knocked the F out. So hey, man, like see your list. You don't have to do 15. Give me your top 3 or top 5. I think a lot of this will be who you emotionally connect with. For me, I'm not really emotionally connected with any of these people, I don't think. I mean, the show's got me emotional a couple times. Don't get me wrong. But as far as emotionally connecting, not really. These are just who I think are cool and interesting, right? Like you're either cool or you're interesting. The top 5 are both. Well, we're gonna have to say the top 7. Okay, nah, shit. The top 8. Okay, a little bit over half. The top 8 are both cool and interesting, and then from 9 to 15, they're either cool or interesting, typically, right? But probably not both. The top 8, they are cool and interesting. So that's completely arbitrary. It won't be held to this. It's like power rankings in football. Like the day after you make them, nobody gives a shit. So